Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly vault video with me, Treggyz. I'm gonna get right into it. And I'm gonna change it up this week. I'm really excited to see what my warrior got. I happened to get my first mythic raid slots for the first time in a long while, so I really want to crack that bad boy open first. In addition to mythic, I did a plus 17. I was kind of lazy on my keys this week. I think I did manage to do a key on everybody, but it was only like a 17 for most everyone. Raven was sitting with me, but she's wanting to be kind of climbing up under the desk. I can potentially have all Sark loot on this. Oh. Not great. I already have an anvil, myth level, so. Dang. Oh well. It's unlucky, but, you know. I definitely don't need this ring, so yeah, just a socket or whatever. I have like most all of my gear socketed already. It's a real shame. At least I have a bonus socket to just like socket whatever next I loot that could take a socket. What a shame the weekly disappointment vault is here. Paladin. I happen to get a full paladin on my paladin. Oh my god, wow. Brain stopped working. Paladin got a full raid, heroic raid clear like always, and plus 19. Plus 17, excuse me. I was gonna say, ooh, that would be exciting if I didn't already have one. Yeah, I already have one on heroic, so. Buy these. Excuse me. Buy these, get a myth level pants, at least. So small upgrade, but it is an upgrade. In fact, that's almost everything at 447. Yeah, my paladin's looking pretty good. Very soon here. Crank some levels into this. What a shame my eye level isn't 446. This ring and the trinkets, because I don't really have. Like, I don't mind Call to Chaos, but it's definitely not that, like, amazing. At least in comparison to, like, Ominous, Chromatic, and stuff, so. Make myself a little bit happy right now. Yeah, there we go. 446. Like, my Paladin is just done. Like, there's literally 2 slots that could be an upgrade. I'm satisfied with that. Big. I did not fix the transmog apparently, but that's fine. I can live with that. The rest of my characters, all the rest of them only really did a key. Although my evoker did get the first boss and last 2 bosses on heroic. Trying for orange gem for myself, I suppose. And that's the neck I already have. Yeah, I've had both of these necks pop up now on this character. Because I'm pretty sure I had this last week, and I definitely have already picked this one a few weeks back. Not sure this one is higher eye level than my current one, but I just need to dump some aspect crest into it, and so go for this, get my one new helmet socketed, I suppose. Well, I guess I don't use it yet still until I can get it also upgraded. My Death Knight is like another character of mine that is done. It's just merely a matter of getting like just a few more aspect crests to like upgrade everything. Like I still want to get my boots upgraded, neck upgraded, of course. Like my Death Knight is solid. Like it's solid, and I think it's like pretty much ready for next patch. I wanted to like if I had wanted to stop playing as much. Excuse me. I had like a freaking. Like I'm used to like eating hair occasionally because of my beard and facial hair, but man, I just had like a hairball. I don't know what else to say. What's fucking weird. Just did a quick 17. Chest. I already have a myth chest. Do I just go ahead and pick socket things? I think I do. Yeah, let's go for this. I need to think about it. I already got a myth chest, so. Very active today, Raven. You're more active than I am. Come on, Raven, please. Please. Since I already have myth shoulders, I believe, so. More tokens. A bit sad, but, you know, not a big deal. Another character that just needs to kind of mostly, you need to sit and spam 17. So the main reason I haven't been doing it on my characters is just because, like, the last few weeks of affixes have just been unfun. And I think this week is also an unfun week. If I remember right, it's entangling, bursting. Which it's like, I don't mind entangling, but bursting is just fucking, you know. Sure, you roll with a priest this week. It's like, I get myth shoulders. Yeah. Or I go for Mog. I'd rather go for myth shoulders. Like, Transmog on an Evoker. Lamau. Yeah, myth shoulders. Myth shoulders. Myth shoulders. Don't think about it. Go spend the time to go upgrade this as well real fast. Craft it over. Catalyst it over, whatever. I did have Aspect Crest on this character the other day, but I spent them all on like getting the gloves up to 447, the helmet up to 444. Raven. She's very insistent on trying to climb up onto the desk. She wants to get held like a baby, but it's very hard to do that. And play. Even just to open vault videos or whatever. Oh, my Evoker is officially 440. Cool. Please. There we go. Currently playing with one hand because I'm holding Raven with the other. Raven is not a good lap cat. She wants to either be held, how I'm kind of holding her right now, although she wants to be held with both hands. Like, kind of like a baby, I always said that, but... Or she's trying to climb up onto my desk, which isn't ideal. I don't have to do anything else in this character besides, I guess, fix the transmog, which can happen anytime. I just wanted to get it rolled back into Valdraken. And then it's just Rogue and Mage, which actually managed to do a thing on them last week, even though it was only a 8. Yeah, so only an 8 for my Rogue and only a 2 for the Mage. Although both keys are pretty smooth. Rogue, you know, coming along pretty well, doing alright damage. Is that an upgrade? Yes, it is. Sweet. That's like definitely the main reason to keep playing my Rogue and my Mage. They're two characters who have a lot of potential upgrades to be earned, or at least not a ton, but a few. Raven, you're being very all over the place today. Here, I'll give her a treat real fast. Maybe that'll calm her down. I'll give her 4 treats. They're on the bed. She's literally been doing like loops. She's jumping up onto my right armrest, and then walking. Like I'm trying to hold her for a second. She eventually wiggles out of it, jumps around. I kind of like move her onto my bed, and then she kind of does that. She's been doing the loop 2 or 3 times now. I think every time you've heard her, she's done a loop, so maybe it's been more than that. Already looted that. It's totally spaced it because I'm dumb. I accept my role though. Mage, I only got a 2 in, but I had a very fun Monday, very late night, early morning Monday key I did on it, where we didn't actually have a healer. we 4 DPS'd it, as you can kind of see in this little thing. Warlock, Hunter, Blood Death Knight tanking, me, and an Unholy Death Knight. Surprisingly, I didn't die the entire run. I'm fairly positive I didn't die. Yeah, it was only the Warlock. But man, my health was just constantly at right first. Those are my worst stats. Also, I made this 408 ring or neck right after the key, and I was like, oh wait, I picked the wrong stats. I was supposed to do haste mastery. I did crit mastery, so at least it's only a 408 whelpling, like crafted piece, so very minor. I think I actually just take tokens on this character. Like sure, this neck is better for eye level, but it's terrible otherwise. I'm going for tokens. Like, wow, that's the thing that happens when you only do one key, is you kind of pigeonhole yourself, and the off chance you get the offered a thing, you have like a, like this isn't necessarily an upgrade already, right? It isn't better outright, but it is still a smarter choice. And also something I messed up on my weapon gear is I wanted to do pants for myself to get rid of this green, and I definitely made a cloak instead because, I don't know, reasons. This character and my rogue I'm gonna try to be better this week on doing keys on them, because they definitely could use they definitely deserve at least a 4 vault, And I don't really have a ton to talk about as far as like I kind of want to, I've kind of been wanting to do some PTR. Like I did go the other night and I went and smacked dummies on my warrior on PTR for like 45 minutes, kind of just playing around with the tier set, trying out some different talents as far as the Fury tier goes, because it's a little different in that 10.2 they're giving us a bunch of tier sets that have, I can log in I guess. They're giving us a bunch of tier sets that have specific bonuses towards specific talents. And arms, at least, it's pretty much just like, it seems like a kind of just a straight upgrade from like their current tier, at least in my mind. I got no idea. I haven't looked into arms tier. I haven't really looked into any of the new tier yet, outside of like hearing, like I watched Liquid Max's tier impression, right? Like his like kind of his first gut read of like all the effects. That's like all I really know. And like I guess also I watched Dratnos's version of that as well. It's like if I had a better grasp on more classes, I'd probably do the same. But I could maybe do that for, I don't know, some of the specs I do play. Yeah, having like all the 10.2 stuff news come out last week, and I worked on some different videos that went out last week. I did 2 dungeon videos just because like I wanted to do a dungeon video again, and they've both done really well. Been very happy to see that go away thing that popped up. Very happy to see how well they've done already, especially considering that the hour 37 one, it has like 100 views this morning when I last checked, which is like, I would have expected at this point for it to maybe have had like 40 views. So I'm really happy to see that. I don't really have a whole lot to sadly don't have a whole lot to talk about this week. I didn't lose this will be a different one for Vault videos. I didn't lose a hardcore character yesterday because I didn't I didn't really play hardcore at all yesterday. So, like, that's a nice, change from the last few weeks. Although, again, the character from 2 weeks back was kind of a joke character anyway, a level 6 warrior that, it just got unlucky respawned on, and it was only about 40 minutes of time lost. Although losing Treggyz last week still sucked, but, kind of have moved on. We swapped back over to our horde characters to because it was I was fine with the idea of trying to catch up on a new warrior, but I guess the guys weren't thrilled on it, and I guess Tavers also wanted to swap back to a shaman because that's his main preference. So kind of an upgrade to get everyone back on like the same page and also get him onto his favorite class, which is definitely a pro to, I guess, Treggyz dying. is we could get someone back on their intended character that, you can't play an Alliance Shaman in Classic, of course, or, Vanilla Classic. So it worked out in that regard. Sorry for not really doing any shorts the last few days. Like, I've done pretty well on, like, having something, like, out. Like, technically every day I've had, like, a video or two out the last, like, 3 weeks, and I think that this weekend has been the first period in a long little while where I actually just like haven't had things go up every day, just because I haven't really been working on shorts. I do have one I want to do, but it's it won't even take that long. Like, I think I've managed to get most of my shorts, as long as I don't need to do a ton of like subtitles for it. Most every short takes like less than an hour to make, so it's just a matter of finding a good clip. Hopefully you were all excited like I was to open the Mythic Raid Vault and then just kind of get disappointed. It's it's like, oh boy, finally Mythic Raid slots again, and then nada. It's fine. It's kind of, it's still a thing to do, thing to get excited for, because it may not be this week where I get an Ash Candy choice, but maybe next week. Hopefully next week and get myself a big Ash Candy. That's definitely the big thing I want. And the only other thing that would be nice is a Mythic Ominous Chromatic Essence, of course, and I suppose a Beacon would be awesome, but I still don't really want to actually see a Beacon in the vault. I mean, if it shows up, I'm probably picking it 100% unless it's a Mythic Ash Candy. Otherwise, this character is set. Like, I guess I could also go for a Mythic Voice of the Silent Star. Although, honestly, I thought I saw a thing where, like, you would probably just, like, take a Mythic Voice of the Silent Star and honestly just turn it. Yeah, because it's like a 4, like, depending on what stats your cloak has, it's a 457 cloak of whatever catalyzed stats it could be, which could be really, really powerful, like, going into next tier. Or at least, like, a step up compared, like, because I guess we're going into the next raid tier, we're having, like, a bigger item level gap between the two tiers, where it'll be, like, Mythic is equal to LFR gear next tier, instead of it being, like, just normal. Which is, like, I don't remember the last time they've done a tier like that. So it's gonna be something to learn. not learn, but, something to deal with for sure. Here comes Raven for her next loop. Hey, she's kind of standing in my lap instead of trying to climb up on the desk for once, so I take it as a good sign. Oh, well, anywho, I think I definitely call it here. Thanks for dealing with my rambly videos last few days. I do appreciate it again, the views and stuff they've gotten. Been fun dealing with some of the 10.2 stuff, although, again, I still don't necessarily know what to do as far as, like, my take on 10.2 stuff. Like, that's all I can really do at this point is, like, my thoughts. Go on, Raven. Last loop for video, so...